Greetings.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Christ. It seems...
No, this is something else, sir. We found a shield there with a...
I know that coat of arms.
There was a letter there.
Show it to me. Although I...
Here you are, sir.
Unscrupulous beast. Cruelty and malevolence. I challenge you to face me in a duel, defend your honor. An ignominious wretch? Well, that's nice. Signed, Hagen Zool. As I expected, old grievances coming back to haunt me.
This Sir Hagen wants to...
Apparently, he still hopes I will agree to this kind of outmoded solution.
But surely you can't refuse a challenge to a duel.
Henry, my boy, honor is a splendid thing, and it should be held in high regard.
Like this one?
Yes, like this one. The only reason Hagen is challenging me now is that he has a marked advantage. I've served as the royal hetman for the last 15 years and become a courtier. Hagen, meanwhile, was fighting in the Margraviate Wars in Moravia and elsewhere as a mercenary. Which of us do you think would win a duel? That's not honor, but an abuse of honor. Commonplace opportunism. I don't blame him for trying, but I'm not such a fool as to play by his rules.
What happened between...
That's a long story.
Well, if I'm to know what I'm up against...
True. All right, in a nutshell. Several years ago, I had to resolve a bloody feud between the Zools and another family. The Zools were clearly in the wrong, but refused to accept my ruling. So, I hanged the head of the family, razed their castle to the ground, and confiscated their property. Ever since then, they've had it in for me, not surprisingly.
But you acted in good conscience.
Yes, although in retrospect it might seem excessively harsh. And it doesn't help that the other family is related to mine.
What the heck? This guy is a douchebag.
What happened? Well, I'd like to hear the whole...
Very well. It began in the first year of King Wenceslas's reign. He sent me to resolve a dispute between the Zools and a neighboring house. It concerned land boundaries. The Zools had refused to accept the ruling of the land court. His Majesty's position was a little shaky after his coronation. So a decision was made in the royal court to take radical action against any dissent in the kingdom. Since the Zool family was defying the king, we were obliged to punish them. Harshly, as the circumstances demanded. The head of the family, Hagen's father, was hanged, their castle razed to the ground and their property confiscated.
So, they're out for vengeance. But you acted according to the law.
Would it were that simple, lad. I was young and didn't realize the repercussions it would bring. For one thing, the king didn't use it to strengthen his position. On the contrary, he took less and less interest in such affairs.
How come?
Because he realized things would eventually sort themselves out. He promoted me to royal hetman, leaving him to pursue other interests. Secondly, my actions essentially created another band of robbers. When you strip a nobleman of his property, you can't expect him to take to begging. And thirdly, I wasn't aware at the time that the other party to the dispute was distantly related to me. Naturally, that made it look like I was acting in self-interest. If I'd known what I know today, I'd have been a lot more circumspect.
Well, what are we going to do?
You and Kuno's band will just have to deal with Hagen and prevent further mayhem. The longer he's marauding around these parts, the greater the chance.
So you'd fight him, if it came to that?
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. But maybe there's something else behind this challenge.
All right.
I'm sure you will. Henry, have you questioned...
Sir, there's some sort of affliction running rampant in...
Truly? I heard some rumblings in the tavern on the way here, but you know how the common folk love to...
It is true. I met a man on the road from Merhoyed who just...
Good God.
What shall we do?
If the plague really has taken hold there, we can't do much. All right, Hal. Go to the infirmary in the...
All they're likely to do.
That's a good thing, surely. If this is indeed the plague, there's hardly anything... But we need to question that captive. We must find out more. That business with the fake groschen confirmed...
Well,
Good luck, Henry.
I'd like to ask.
Sure. Sure.
What?
sir, I've been to.
So... God be with you.
Yeah. 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 Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron.
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the.
And why is that?
Henry, envoy of Sir
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed, we have pestilence raging here.
No one could have known what would...
If Sir Radzig hadn't pissed off into the woods and stayed in the camp.
If Sir Radzig hadn't gone into the woods, he'd have left so many to attack here that you'd never...
It makes no odds now.
If there's anything I can do...
There's a stable hand living with us here.
Yes, I know.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. You'll hang if she's actually there.
Very well. I'll go...
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you care...
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know it's...
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People...
Very well. I'll make...
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too long in those homes. God be with you.
Good day to you.
What's happened?
Things are bad. Very bad. First we get attacked by them brigands, barely come out of that alive. And now the plague.
Plague, you said?
Indeed so. Something's up with the village.
Tell me more.
Worse than you can imagine. The whole stud, livestock, sheep, chickens, all dead or dying. No doubt the people...
I'm sorry to hear. I'm looking for...
Matthias. The brigands got him, poor lad.
I'd like to talk.
I see. Well, if you stand at the main gate of the...
Where will I find...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road...
Who are Melech?
That's right, you're not from around here, are you? Melikar's the one looking after things round here now. Before that, it was down to Smill from the Neuhof stud. But they killed him that time they raided the... Or was, I should say. The bandits saw to that.
Did you put up a...
We most certainly did. Once Melikar heard young Straw shouting to the hills, he handed everyone...
Good on you.
We gave them what for until they turned tail and ran. But they cut up young Straw some...
Who attacked you?
I don't know. Some bandits. Ever since Scarlet's was raised.
I heard the band...
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross and woke the whole village. We even captured one.
Thanks.
Good luck to you.
To Melikar. God be with you.
I need to...
Sorry.
I urgently need to question that prisoner.
So does mine. If you want to talk to the captive, good luck to you.
And get him.
You're from Melech...
Yes.
I need to talk to the...
Oh, no, no.
You don't...
Oh, why would I forget to look?
Well, you might find some groschen.
Oh, I see. It'll stay just between the two.
You can be sure of it.
All right, then. Goodbye.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
Bear the pain. Hal? You're a sight for sore eyes.
It's good to see you too, Matthias.
Sir Radzig. Looks like you've come up in the world, mate.
He took me into his...
Hal the blacksmith's boy in the service of his lord. My luck hasn't been...
You survived?
True enough. If I were in your shoes, I'd get the hell out of here.
Disease?
Folk are saying it's the plague. Whatever it is, it's bad.
Oh, damn. Are you alright?
Well, at least...
But you've been hurt.
It happened during the raid. One of those damn bandits fell on me, horse and all.
Tell me about...
What do you want to know?
I hear one of the raiders was...
Aye, old Melachar let him have it over the head with a flail, and now he's locked up in the barn.
Why's that?
That fucker killed young Straw, and his old man's sharpening his sickle for him. Melachar still hasn't decided what to do with him. Good luck, then.
Can you describe...
I don't know. They came at dusk, so you couldn't see their faces. About 20 of them. They weren't humans.
You talked to them?
No. They were shouting at us. They were very sure of themselves to begin with, but...
Tell me about the... I know...
One of the village lads caught sight of them coming through the woods and told Melachar, who roused the whole village, and everyone grabbed what they could.
What? You man?
Aye, and that was the key. It was the... A few of them still managed to break through to the village, probably wanted to torch it. But even the women here were armed with what they could find, and they...
About this sick... What are the signs?
I don't leave the house much, but folk complain of...
Has anyone died from it?
Aye, old Verba. Although he was already on his last legs, so no one knows... Either way, the animals are dropping like...
Who's ill now?
I don't know. What with my arm the way it is, I don't go outdoors much.
When did this plague?
The day after the raid. The horses were lying down in the stable. By afternoon, they were all dead. Then other animals...
Can I ask you a...
I haven't...
What's Melachar?
The locals look up to him. Smill used to be in charge here.
I know.
Sir Hanush had...
Thank God you had someone here.
Aye.
Where does Melachar...
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see 2 cottages outside. Melachar lived...
Where can I find...
When you take the main gate out of the stables, you'll see...
Can you tell me?
He's a woodcutter, tough as they come, and a hothead.
That's normal to grow.
Depends how you look at it. Folk are afraid he'll snap or drink himself to death.
Jesus Christ. May the Lord watch over you.
I'll go with this one.
I'd like to discuss the...
All right.
Since it's you.
More. Aye, for that amount.
Mercy Kobila, you blah blah blah. Call you worker for committing those deeds, challenge face to my duel. You decline, sir. I will try this land truthfully, make known to all that you're ingomnious wretch, unfit for company. Swear to God that I am justly bound by my family honor. This is only against you, but the longer you hide me, bound man, the longer I shall find in conscience.
Take care now. I'll be with you.
What a beautiful horse of mine. The left one is this guy, and right one is, I think, yeah.
Lord. You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in, talk to Melikar.
I need to talk to...
You again. Farewell.
Where will I...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look across the road...
Thanks.
May the Lord watch over you.
God. Oh, दे ना दे 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 म्हणलं दे हो हो आण हो नाही
Maybe I can put my feet up for a while.
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw! You've taken my son. But you shan't.
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side? Isn't that...
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. There. You see? Something like that.
Then go.
Fever. Just like Melikhar's wife. Fever. Just like Melikhar's wife.
Baby.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in...
Oh, let me sleep.
हो
नाही आमची मस्त सगळी सगळी
नुसतं काय
पार्टी आहे का
हे काय
भाजी आहे कारल्याची बघ खाऊन.
असं हातात आणलंस तू?
अरे मग काय करू तिचं नुसतं गोंधळ ना सगळा.
तिचा कसला गोंधळ? तिचा काय संबंध तू हातात?
तुला चमचा देऊ का?
हो.
तुला कशी येतील तशी लावायला सांगितली.
शी आजी तू अशी काय ग सारखी वागत राहते मला कळत नाही.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey! What are you doing here? Get lost before something nasty happens to you!
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Henry!
I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh, God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka.
Farewell.
Yeah.
Some kind of disease has... Sir Radzig Cobbler sent me here for help.
A disease, you say? How intriguing.
Yes, it's very interesting.
I can't say at this point. Tell me, has the whole
I just can't.
I expect so.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals? Did they get infected too?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses...
That is most... What are we to do? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more...
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic, including the symptoms, and we could take some guidance there. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. So...
What do you mean objective failed? Oh man.
See you later.
I gotta do this again. Hi.
Good day.
What happened?
Horror of horrors, Master. We were attacked by some bandits, and then the plague broke out.
Jesus Christ.
That's right. The Almighty has sent this punishment on us.
And
There's not much to tell anyway. It hit us just after that rabble left. First the horses died, then livestock.
These bandits?
Some
How did you...
Well, we were lucky. Young Straw saw the gang a little way out of the village and ran to warn...
It looks like you fended them off, though.
They had no time for that. But they've left us with fresh graves. Young Straw himself got cut up something terrible, and a few others.
Melichar.
They're locals. Melichar's been in charge here since Old and Straw. That's the local woodsman. Poor.
Where will I find...
If you stand at the main gate of the stables and look...
I'd like to...
I see. Well, if you stand at the...
I'm looking...
Matthias. Wait, I know. He's...
Not long. It's...
Well, those bastards got him. He's laid up at the stud now.
Thank you. Thank you. That's...
Take care.
Go away, leave me alone.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go in,
Are you Melichar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the...
And why is that?
Henry, envoy of Sir Radzig Kob...
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you hadn't noticed.
No news has reached Ratai of any disease here. But I'm here...
Well, since you serve Sir...
Tell me what to do.
There's a stable hand living with us.
Yes, I...
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. If she's actually...
It might have crossed your mind to send someone...
People are barely venturing outside their own homes, they're so scared. And word has got around that the plague is raging here. And besides, you're the envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyler himself.
Very well.
Thank you.
If I have to go to the monastery...
It's hard to say. Others still are breaking out in sores.
Very well.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses. But don't stay too...
Make it...
I need to talk to... You don't have to...
Why would I forget?
Well, you might...
It was all right then. Take care.
What? Jesus.
That's right.
Thank you. That's all.
May the Lord watch over you. Oh, the agony.
No. God, no.
What? Have you come for my wife? You've taken...
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side? Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
Fever. Just like Melichar's wife.
Good health.
What? Tell me more. I'm sorry to... Thanks.
Farewell.
You're not allowed inside. If you want to go... God be with...
What's happening?
Things are bad. Indeed so.
I heard that.
Luckily, young Straw saw them still over by the cross.
Thanks. I need to...
Sorry.
But I'm Sir Radzig Cobbler's envoy, and
I don't care if you're the Pope's envoy. If you want to talk to the captive, take care now.
What?
That's right.
Thank you.
God bless.
Well, I'm glad to see you have... If I were in your shoes...
About this... When...
The day I...
What... Has anyone... Who's... Are you alright?
Well...
But you... Tell... I hit... What? I can tell...
I doubt Melikar will let him go willingly. The folk here are baying for blood. Lives have been lost. First the raid...
What?
Good luck then.
Can you describe?
I don't know. They came at
You talked to?
No.
I know. What? Can I? Can
he depend?
Where can I? What's Melik?
I
know.
Sir.
Since
what can we do? If it weren't for Malachar, those bandits would have torched the place.
What's
I
know.
Sir.
Like, where does
God be with you.